Hello everybody, my name is Anthem. Welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 Cold War Enhancements as Argentina. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So we have a thing we can do. We can have a reform. Right now, nobody wants anything. Everybody in the country is completely happy. Which is good. Surprisingly, nobody's very upset. So let's see. Pensions can go... Well, right now, it's like I can't really spend money. So I gotta figure out how... Like, what of these can I do that will not spend money? Maintenance. Apparently this has no modifiers at all. So maintenance goes up. Militancy will go down. Subsidies. I really can't afford subsidies right now. Public education probably is something that I definitely need. I want to get my education up as much as possible in order to actually keep up on research. And what I was doing, I was buying a lot of goods, trying to get our pops to buy out of our stockpile. I have the AI saying that they can do that. I've heard also, like, some people say that if you have the AI buy out of the stockpile while manually buying goods, it kind of breaks the game. I'm not too sure if that's true. It might be true. Like right now, I mean, we have a bunch of stuff in stockpile. We have a bunch of fuel and stuff. It's increasing. I'm just hoping that market activity. So right now we're exporting wool, as far as I can tell. Even though I thought we needed wool, but we need 200 wool. Yeah, we're exporting it. I'm not too sure, honestly, or maybe we're buying it. It's one or the other. But like we have wool, and you should try to buy it from us. I mean, we are making money, but it's also probably because we're not subsidizing any factories whatsoever. Like if I open factories, subsidize factories, will that just tank the economy? No. Well, right now our subsidies aren't extremely high, and that might be because they're buying out of our stockpile. So we're giving them money to buy goods from us, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that's working the way I'm not too sure if that's working the right way. But it seems for the most part that I mean, we're just not getting enough wool. Wool's our bottleneck right now. I'm also gonna like upgrade every single factory in the country, and hopefully it all goes swimmingly and nothing bad happens. No, we're still making money. So as far as I can tell, thumbs up. I've saved the economy. Everyone should just hire me because I know business. But it did seem like my plan kind of worked. I feel like I can probably get rid of. Yeah, we're upgrading like all the factories like immediately. So yeah, apparently whatever I did, letting the AI buy out of my stockpile worked. And our biggest import right now is wool. We're importing a stupid amount of wool into the country right now. So much so that if they're actually importing 700, maybe I should be buying more. Maybe I should buy like 1,300 wool. And have the AI have our factories just buy from us. Again, assuming that's how it works, I kind of think it might be, but I don't really know. I need education efficiency and research points. I don't know why I haven't researched that earlier. Definitely should have. So, as soon as these factories are all built, we shouldn't have any unemployment as soon as all these factories are completed. Okay, so now that actually everybody's employed, we're spending a lot of money on subsidies. Not that much, just on some military factories. So it's a handful of factories are costing us a lot of money. It's mostly everything in Buenos Aires. The clothes factory and the military factories. I want the other way around. Are they just not getting the goods? Fabric. We're not getting enough fabric. They need 800 fabric, and we have 250 in our stockpile. So if they need fabric, I will buy like 1,000 fabric. Again, maybe the AI will buy it from us. It does seem like they're buying maybe slightly less than they were before. I thought, you know, watch this to make sure I don't go bankrupt again. But it does seem like, again, fabric's also and rubber, apparently, a little bit as well. It's like, what do we need? We need fabric, we need wool. I mean, the United States is the biggest producer of fabric. You think I'd be able to get a little bit more than I am? Also, apparently we do need a little bit of rubber as well. So I'm gonna buy like 200. Again, I don't know if this is the right way to do it. If we need like 1,200, let's actually go over the 1,200 mark. Again, let's see if maybe they buy off of us. Because I don't see anywhere in here that would show that they're buying goods from us. I feel like if I turn this off though, we're just going to lose a lot of money. The Friendly Society. Political reform, state controlled. Well, what's it right now? So we would go down to state controlled. Is that for trade unions? No, I mean, I think it should be fine. Just let it continue to exist. Not a big deal to me. But I would like to save a little bit of money. Yeah, it's really just those ones. I'm not too sure why those handful of factories are costing us money. These seem like they do the same thing. Just one goes more socialist than the other. And one lasts longer. What are the socialist policies? Like, are they actually any good? State capitalism, limited citizen, pro-military atheism, as opposed to, right now, interventionism. Free trade, I think, is generally better. We can actually change our tariff policies. That's a little bit different. Secularized, atheist. They're really just the same. It's really just state capitalist. That's the big difference. So I'm actually going to support it just because I feel like state capitalism is better than interventionism. And I don't want to go back into debt. So just those two factories, the clothing factory and the armor factory. I'm just going to cancel the subsidies on these two. If they're the ones that are costing us money, then just shut them down. I mean, the other two are costing us money as well. They all had to go get employed at all the other factories. I'm not like I didn't even close them down. I just canceled the subsidies on them. Like the fabric place is making a ton of money, so I'm gonna actually increase that one. You're making a lot of money. I'm going to increase you because it does seem like fabric is a shortfall right now. So let's increase those factories at the moment, align with the first superpower, because we're already in the sphere of the United States. So it makes sense to kind of keep getting favor with them. You know, we were already in their sphere. Like, I don't know if it'd be better for us to leave the sphere. I don't know. Like, there's no way I can do it. I cannot lead the sphere. I can request a loan. What else do you do? 25 prestige. I mean, I'm trying to get my prestige back. Ever so slowly. $50,000. Tariffs, ruling party support, more reform, and people get more poor. But we're actually, you know what, we're making money right now, or at least we're like stagnant. That's better than losing money. So I'm going to mostly just keep it as is. Like, what are we exporting right now? We are mostly exporting fabric, canned food, and pharmaceuticals. Even though I thought we needed the fabric. If we don't need that much fabric, I guess I'll just cut it down. And so we should actually sell a bunch. Don't actually remember how you sell it. But I thought that would sell it. It's fine. Once again, I want more education efficiency. Apparently, like, we're still buying fuel, so somebody is buying fuel somewhere. thousands needed for pops. Like, what does the population need? Do they need stuff as well? They need canned food. They need fabric. So I guess we probably don't want to sell the fabrics. Let's buy some canned food for our pops. Can I afford 1,000 units of canned goods? They're like 0.5 pounds. So it's going to be about 500 bucks for all of this. So really, I don't think a big deal. They also need fuel, but we should have enough fuel, heating, electricity. I'll buy some of that for the... Is this also for pops? Yes. So they should be buying it from us. Like, we don't need much. The government does not need anything to really stay afloat at the moment. Yeah, so those factories went bankrupt. That sucks for them, but... apparently the fabric store is actually losing a lot of money now as well. I will increase you, because you're actually making a lot of money right now. I'm going to increase... Is that factory taking a lot of money? The footwear factory? No, it says that it's losing money, but I'm not too sure. So let's increase this factory. You seem like you're making money. Cuba's left the Democratic bloc. That's fine. I was going to kind of increase these 4 factories, and that should be... also increase the canned good factory as well. I mean, we're exporting a lot of canned food, so I mean, it's got to be okay, right? Somebody agrees with me? I don't know. So I'm guessing Cuba, yeah, they had their communist revolution. Castro is in charge. I feel like he's a little bit early. I don't remember exactly what date that all was in. Was it in 54? I don't really know. But I just feel like I need to get prestige somewhere. And I'm not too sure where I can even get that. Are you all combat ships? You are all combat ships. So I need, like, transport ships. Do they cost a supply? I don't know. We're going to build a round of them, and they're all going to go to Buenos Aires. Everybody rally there as well. And apparently we need ships. So I'm just going to buy a bunch of ships. Just have like 145 in stockpile. Apparently ships are very expensive. That should mean our transport ships are always going to get built. Because if I'm going to attack anybody, I need to attack somebody who's not in our sphere of influence. So all of South America is really cut off from me. Because I can't attack anybody without the United States, you know, getting on my back. I could just fight a war against Cuba. I can make them a puppet state. That'd be fucking wild. I mean, you're America's ally to me. Cuba has an army of 5 troops. Are they friendly with the Soviets? They're actually opposed to the Soviets. Okay, they're hostile with everybody, so I'm actually going to justify a war. I'm going to make them a puppet state. Right now, I'm not going to spend my infamy on anything. Because there's really nowhere I can expand to. Because all of this is in it's in the American sphere, except for Cuba right now. And they're a somewhat possible target. Because, you know, they're actually in the, they're in our hemisphere. All of Africa is not viable. Except for maybe Egypt, but they're cordial with China. So, and they're very, very close to getting to getting to friendly. And I definitely can't fight the Chinese right now. That would be the end of me. Everything over here is basically not viable. Other than a handful of European countries in the Middle East and India, there's nowhere I can really push my influence without butting heads with a major nation. I'm hoping that if we bring the United States on our side in an invasion of Cuba, there is no way that the United Nations would get involved, because the United States should, if it makes any sense for the AI, should just veto it. If they're at war with Cuba, they should just veto it, regardless. Like, it shouldn't matter. To me, that's how it makes sense. I'm not too sure if that's how it works. I don't think I have any tanks. Let's get some proxy wars. Always a good sign. And how long will that actually take? The elections have finished. It looks like the Conservatives have won again. Got 43.55% of the vote. So I think maybe they got slightly less votes this time around. I'm not too sure. I don't want to crest alone right now. I don't think it's necessary. But we have 16 days till we have got a justification on Cuba. President, first elected from 1946, re-elected in 1952. Times administration, support of labor unions, military, and the Catholic Church. 25% more in favor of fair and square. I don't know what that is. Is that a party? Is the fair and square party? No, it's not. Revolution fails. Oh, I can become a dictatorship. Do I want to become a dictatorship? Favor square. 30% more favor. The power of the deep state. Yeah, sure, let's become a dictatorship. There we go. Military dictatorship. Everything's cool. Let's go. Long live true Argentina. Everything is great. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we don't need it. Like, we'll have some voting. Well, this voting system will stay in place, of course. We're not gonna change the voting system in our dictatorship. Everything else, though. I mean, probably meetings are unrestricted, so that's actually like a somewhat decent, that's a lenient way for a dictatorship to kind of run itself. It didn't change any of our social policy, so really that's all that matters. And I can either go for the military junta, or I can just stay. I can actually turn myself socialist. It's a wide range of things I can do. I can either be conservative, nationalist, or socialist. But I feel if I went socialist, it would just kind of get rid of the... I feel like maybe I'd just like leave the dictatorship eventually, because I think they would support changing stuff. I'm not too sure. Because right now I feel like they have the votes to keep on pushing for election reform in the upper house. Either way, can I invade Cuba? In 4 days, I can invade Cuba. Awesome! Declare war, make puppet. Will the United States join me? Peru would join me. Fuck yeah, dude. Thanks. I'm gonna declare war. Hey, United States, you want to get involved in my war? There we go. Who needs the Bay of Pigs? Bay of Pigs are for nerds. All we need is it's the United States. They can go invade Cuba for me, and then they can make me my puppet, and I'll go take, I don't know, what resources does Cuba have? They got some tobacco, and they got other minerals and some sugar, and a population of 2 million. So, you know, always seems like a good thing to do. I like how I actually started the invasion plans of Cuba before I actually became the military dictatorship. Once again, I'm just hoping that the United Nations has nothing to say about this war. Oh, did they... Oh no. Did they cancel it? 21 prestige. Apparently we progressed our stuff though, so that's good. Did we just lose the war? During the Soviet sphere. Damn it. Was that an event because America invaded Cuba? I think so. Well, whoops. Because they were opposed. So there actually might have been an event. I'm not too sure. How about Liberia? Whose sphere are you? Are you in anybody's sphere? You're in the American sphere? I just look like 11 infantry for no good reason. How about, Cambodia? Laos? Can my ships get to Laos? I can't invade Cuba again. That was a mistake on my part. Yugoslavia? Austria? I mean, you definitely gotta be friendly with somebody. Yeah, you're friendly with the Soviets. You're friendly with the Soviets as well. Apparently also, Austria got united. Good for you, Austria. You're like this weird brown color. I'm not too sure why. You're supposed to be white, but doesn't really make too much of a difference to me. Fine. They ruined my war. The heckin' Soviets. I should have just invaded them myself. I could have done it myself. But thanks so much for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, run a thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, click thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.